It seems like there's a term here that's sticking in D.C. right now. It's a Schumer shutdown. What can Chuck Schumer do now when it comes to immigration?
Well, the Democrats got very little in this deal, actually. You know, they had held out. They were, this is why the government was shut down for, well, all of 3 days, but because the Democrats said we need to do something about restoring protections for young undocumented workers in the U.S. who came to the U.S. as children. We can't let them be deported. Yeah. And they decided to put it on the fight on the spending bill, a must-pass bill. But once the government was shut down, the blame game started, and the Schumer shutdown does sort of seem to be one of the hashtags that's sticking. So the Democrats now have to try to push when this spending bill comes up again on February 8th or before then to try to get this immigration issue on the floors of both chambers, but also to get a spending bill passed. The interesting thing about spending in all this is this will be the fourth short-term spending bill that Congress has passed since the new fiscal year began October 1st. And people are now saying they're probably going to need a fifth one.
Jodi, okay, so as you mentioned, Democrats got very little. You know, we've got a 3-week respite here before we're back at it again. What kind of progress, substantive progress, do you think we'll actually make in the next 3 weeks?
Well, it's hard to see, isn't it? Because the sides are so far apart on this. There are some Republicans who want to deal with this. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has promised the Democrats that they will get to bring this issue up on the Senate floor. But if the sides are far apart on this, and there's some Republicans that really call this allowing these young people to stay in the U.S. amnesty, it will be hard to get a deal. And now that, you know, the tensions are higher than they were even before with the two sides, with the blame game that we had the past few days, it's hard to see how they're going to make progress. But the Democrats, this is a key issue for them, and they say that they are going to negotiate with people on the other side of the aisle.
And Jodi, the president has made his first big steps when it comes to trade, learning in the last couple of hours that he's imposing tariffs on solar panels, washing machines. What more do we know now?
Yeah, but the president has made good on a promise, a campaign promise, and then one he has talked about and done not a lot about, to really take on what he calls unfair foreign competition in the trade space. And it looks like, from what we're hearing from the U.S. Trade Representative's office, that that they will be slapping sanctions of as high as tariffs of as high as 30% on solar panels made overseas and 50% on washing machines. Almost as a test case, this comes under something called Section 201 of the Trade Act, little used, but it allows the president broad authority to take action against what the U.S. views as unfair trade practices. Be interesting to see the response. He gets on the plane and goes to Davos, where this will almost certainly get some reaction from some foreign governments.